Okay, here we go. We're going to make a quick crepe. I've got my crepe pan heated up. I've got a little bit of butter on there so that it doesn't stick. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, and you only need to refill it or re-butter it probably, I don't know, every 3 crepes or so. It just doesn't take much. So we're going to lift it up, and we're going to pour in our batter, and immediately we're going to start to swirl our pan around to make our crepe. And you want to swirl it all the way around, make sure that batter gets everywhere. I kind of like to follow behind and let the drips come out on my cup. It makes sure that it gets nice and that we get enough batter everywhere. There we go. I missed a little bit, but it's good enough. I can just add a little bit more to cover that hole. There we go. Okay, so now we've got it cooking. We're going to just let it cook for a minute. We don't want to have any wet left, so we're going to give it probably a minute to let all the batter cook. And these don't take very long. They go in probably about a minute, and you should be able to just grab it with your fingers and flip it over, and then it'll just take about 15 more seconds. And the great thing about crepes is you can make them ahead of time, and you can store them in the fridge for a week. You can put them in the freezer and keep them for even longer, 3 to 4 weeks. And when you want a dinner, you just pull them out and you get them back to room temperature. If they're frozen, fill them up with their filling. And thank you, Drew. Fill them up with their filling, and then you eat them as is. So anyway, this is getting done here. It's looking like it's about ready to be flipped. I usually just keep a little handy knife like this, or something with a dull round edge that you can get underneath. So we're going to get under it, we lift it up, and we flip it. And you can see how nice and golden brown it is on the outside. We flipped it. We're going to give it just another 15 seconds or so to cook up on the other side. And then I just have a stack going here on the right. And when it's ready to come out of the pot, I just take it, flip it upside down, put it on my stack, and I'm done, ready to go. Thanks for joining me for this crepe tutorial, and let's get back to the recipe.